Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Higher Power Review Show by yours truly, Squeezy Bacon. It's like, I'm just kidding, I'm Richie. I'm back. We tried this on Facebook earlier, it didn't work out too great, so let's do this again. Shout out YouTube. Shout out Higher Power. Shout out the plug. Fucking weeds crack. Take two, take two. All right. I think I got like eight or nine, uh, 8 or 9 tracks reviewed today, all from the Higher Power Entertainment Group. It's 9/11. It's weird. So we're gonna jump right into it. First track of today is gonna be by Smudge D. Shout out Smudge D. This one's gonna be called Friend or Foe. I'm just gonna jump straight into these tracks. Yeah, I got all this shit ready and lined up, so should be fairly quick.
We'll always be brothers, man. Thick as thieves. Yeah, right. Where you at now? Fuck you fucking cockroaches.
Pizzle.
What is that for me? These dudes be getting greedy. Can't stand to see me with G's. They rather start some beef than to only get a piece. They'll only stab you deep. Then they'll rock you actually off to sleep like often see me playing off your queen. Shit ain't really how it seems. Never really on your team. Trying to cop your scene. They living off your dream. Trying to get away clean and get up in the high beams. You sit there froze, finding out your fucking friends are foes. We are brother, let's step for another. Now where you at? Straight dick left, cause you had the other cover. Now where you at? You guys stop me, I'm good first to go. Now where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Now where you at? Are you a friend or your foe? 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 Go save me from the hands of my enemies. I don't wanna stress you. Go save me from the hands of my enemies. They wanna hurt me. You said you love me, why not destroy me? Tell me where you belong. You said you my homie, talk shit about me. Tell me where you belong. I'm tired of fake friends all around me. They want me eliminated. You fake it to my face, take it out now. You hiding it undercover. So many pins I passed through before I recover. You always giving heartbroken every time that I remember who was.
Pizzle.
You always give me heartbroken every time I remember your love. Fuck you, you fucking cockroaches. Send her love to my little friend. You come here, brother, but stop it for another. Now where you at? Shouldn't dick left, cause you had the undercover. Now where you at? You backstab me, I'm good first to cut. Now where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Now where you at? Are you a friend or you're a foe? 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 Go save me from the hands of my enemies. They wanna stress me. Go save me from the hands of my enemies. They wanna wreck me. Now I'm in my zone, you best to leave them shits alone. I could waste a lot of time on that cloud, but I'm grown. Fuck this shit, go south, you going with that comb to your mouth now. No love gain, no love shown. Dust it off, ready to break them off. Ain't taking a loss, ain't paying the cost. No mistaking the boss, ain't faking the sauce. Couldn't go and get lost, it's cold in the frost. These motherfuckers looking for certain. They swimming with the serpents. Beyond close curtains with surgeons. Take your liver when you hurting. Just a sliver, blood squirting. Take your water when you thirsting. They frontin' off the entry. The shit is elementary. The hate has been since centuries. So what I expect to see these fools be standing next to me. Tell me what the lesson be. Hold these hoe ass clowns, they don't know how to be down. Well, they don't wanna lick of me now. You could be your preserver, stopping for another. Now where you at? Trying to take love, cause you're hiding undercover. Now where you at? You backstab me, I'm good for a sucker. Now where you at? Where you at?
Where you at? Where you at?
Now where you at? Are you a friend
Friend
or
or
you
your
a foe?
foe?
Are you a friend or you a foe? Are you a friend or you a foe? Are you a friend or you a foe? Go save me from the hands of my enemies. They wanna stress on me. Go save me from the hands of my enemies. They wanna wreck me. Go save me from the hands of my enemies. They wanna stress on me. Go save me from the hands of my enemies. They wanna wreck me.
Friend or foe? Featuring HMC Stars and Lucy and Vert. Hook, Hook was pretty catchy on that one. It's one of my favorites, but it's a good way to start. It's the way Smudge wanted it. Track one, first one to start. Friend or foe? Smudge D. You find this one on SoundCloud and Apple Music, Spotify as well. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the next one. This is from my brother Eric Cohen. It's called On the Clouds. You can find this one on SoundCloud as well. But before we get into that, I just want to give a shout out to my sponsors. First of all, shout out to Plug. I appreciate you. Excuse me. Also shout out Diamond Swishers for the day. It's not really my thing, but they didn't have my shells, so I had to smoke a Swisher. Also shout out Folgers. Keep me alive. Also shout out Denny's. Yeah, let's get back to this track. Eric Cohen on the Clouds, produced by Tuna Beats.
Lord, you got me so high that I'm stepping on the clouds. 20 miles up, I ain't never coming down. I wish I would have known many years ago. Be chasing after you instead of running after dope. Now I've been to give you glory and I live to give you praise. Worship you, Jesus, for the rest of my days. Walk like King David, I'll be looking like a fool. Dancing for you naked, not a care in this world. Got me stepping on the clouds, I ain't never coming down. Fill me with this glory, you took away my doubt. Gave me a purpose, a reason to live. I bow at your feet and it's your praise that I give.
Stepping on the clouds, stepping on the clouds. I open up my eyes, sitting by your side. Stepping on the clouds, stepping on the clouds. Even though the world is not this, I'm really by your side.
You pulled me up, you gave me love, you blessed me in your name. You given me a mission and you sent me on my way. Always right there with me, no matter what I face. You given me a privilege and I bow down on my knees. I'll do this for you, Lord, yeah, I'll do it all the way. You fill me with a passion and a righteous way to think. I give you all the glory, every single word. You put it on my heart, now let your voice be heard. Yeah, Jesus, I praise you, just let your voice be heard.
Stepping on the clouds, stepping on the clouds. I open up my eyes, sitting by your side. Stepping on the clouds, stepping on the clouds. Even though the world is not this, I'm really by your
Squeezy.
side.
On the Clouds, Eric Cohen, produced by Tuna Beats. Really powerful. Excuse me. One of my favorites. Always brings a good message. Always brightens your day. It's always got a meaning for life. You'll find this one on SoundCloud. I believe this is where this link is. On the Clouds, Eric Cohen. Eric with a K, Cohen. Shout out, salute, brother. Higher Power. All these artists on here that I'm reviewing, except for one, Outside of Tyrant, is gonna be all from Higher Power. So keeping it moving. This one is Jester Knight. Easy Does It. Throwaway track. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna keep this one, bro. Especially the second verse on this is pretty hot, but I'm gonna let you guys figure it out. It's called Easy Does It, Jester Knight. Maybe. Oh, the water leaks being weird. Hold up. No, don't tell me you took the track down. We might have to come back to this one. Yeah, we're gonna come back to this one. I don't know why it's not playing. We'll come back to that Jester Knight. Anyway, this one right here, this next one is it's actually a special treat. This is Mike, my brother Mike Parham and his wife. This is a freestyle verse for both angles, from the wife and himself, and yeah, you guys are gonna be blessed with this one. So this is Mike Parham. Game with the Basics is what it's called. It's not released yet.
Well, boys, we hit the jackpot this time.
I hear the beat dropping. I'm trying to rap. Freestyle. I ain't make it worth your while. Oh, it's winning season. Not playing no games. I manipulate the game. Take it back to the basics. While you're hating, don't be playing with my team. Oh, I'll manipulate the game with the basics. Fuck you,
Hey, boys, we hit the jackpot this time.
Manipulate the game with the basics. Fuck what niggas talking about, the fuck what they be saying. We be on that real shit, not playing any games. If you came to say, hey, let's go away.
Not playing games, no. Will Smith, I'm everywhere. Can't stop my vibe. Situation overload. Oh, don't
Young
be
Black. Hey, you can come and get some without the list. Niggas still spitting like a Tommy gun. Niggas won't beat, that's until they see that darkness come. Ask my girl about the real nigga, cause she got a one. Bitch, better cover your chest. Ask the niggas about the one they callin' the best. Why you at your lowest standpoint, I be at my best. How you think you gonna pass me? You can't pass the test. You a bitch, nigga. You a snitch, nigga. Always knew you would come up as a snitch, nigga. Big dog, I bury you in the ditch, nigga. Have you smelling like pussy fillet of fish, nigga. Flowing like a levee break. I see you niggas wait on my next word. Hell yeah, I be a heavyweight. Get that money, nigga, get cake. You niggas talking shit, you niggas just fake. Because manipulate the game. With the basics, think we play me. Fuck you haters.
no, no. We not playing, no, no.
Well, boys, we hit the jackpot this time.
Ooh, okay. So Mike Parham featuring his wife. Game with the Basics freestyle. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. Only because it's not finished and it's not mastered. Because I know what you're capable of doing. But yeah, Legend definitely had something to say on that track, and it was beautiful. The wife on there with a future is just blessing. So I appreciate that one on Soul Brother Mike Parham. Keeping it going. This next one is this guy is he one of my favorites. I got my eye on him. He's kind of wildin'. The man himself who brought you guys cocaine from Mexico. It's Pink Shark, Party Girl. You can find this track on SoundCloud as well.
Can I get She's a party girl. We the rock stars. So it's party girl. While we go around the world. She's a party girl. We the rock stars. So let me show you how we party girl. While we go all around the world. She's a party girl. We the rock stars. So let me show you how we party girl. While we go all around the world. We make them overlord. Show off and know them. Forget about the past. Fill up the car. Pass it around while we light up the whole town. She's a party girl. We the rock stars. So let me show you how we party girl. While we go all around the world. On my strip, come on Manhattan. We got the swag to the max. She wanna get with a 6-pack. And there's no time to relax. There's no time to sleep, so don't sleep on me. She just wanna stay with me, she's too easy. It's so cheesy. We in the deep end, there's no sleeping. She's a party girl, we the rock stars. So let me show you how we party go while we go all around the world. She's a party girl, we the rock stars. So let me show you how we party go while we go all around the world. She's a party girl, we the rock stars. So let's go all around the slip, slop, snapping on, always on one. Saying what's on your mind, we get that dough. Always on our grind, don't chase them hoes, don't waste our time. We got that gold mine, do we need more wine with a white knife? No need to be savage, any problem come our way, we can manage. That's right, bitch, you know what we do? We manage, we deal with it, ayy. Run it up, we coming up. Run it up, we coming up. She's a party girl. She's a party girl. She's a party girl. We the rock stars. So let me show you how we all around the world.
Hey, okay. Pink Shark, um, Party Girl. Find it on SoundCloud at Pink Shark, one word. Um, Salute Legend. This guy always brings a different vibe, and you can't help it, but it's uplifting. Same way Eric Cohen always brings a good positive vibe, but this one right here makes you get up out your seat. It's like a party vibe. I believe this track was just released. So y'all check it out, SoundCloud. I will be posting all the links to these tracks down below in the description eventually. But for now, we're gonna keep it moving. This next one's right here. It's one of my favorites in the game right now. MC Sprite. Shout out. I believe this is her first song ever professionally recorded back in 1999. So let's see what she got. 99, you guys already know, was a good time period, so this should be sound pretty close. Bring you guys back to the 90s for a second. Let's get it. Shout out MC Sprite. It's called Rough and Tough. You can find us on SoundCloud at Sprite the MC.
Back in the day, I used to play rough and tough with the boys, double dutch with the boys, cause I knew I had the stuff. I could never get enough. Tomboy by day, but the lady always. The streets knew me better as phone. The streets knew me better as phone. When you saw me coming down the street, thumping in my drop top, knew who it was, I was bumping straight hip hop. So I could fight, and I did a little bit of dirt. I went to jail for 1 minute for just putting in work. Knew my shit on a bit. All the boys wanna get my clip, but I refuse to get caught up. When I choose to give it up, believe me, boy, you bound to lick it up. So lick it up. And here I am again, I'm just being real. It's that white little hood rat with them big skills. Much love to the Bruce boys that made me kin. Much love to the nation that became my friend. That's right, I'm that white girl from Green Bay. The one that y'all thought that you'd never get to see, huh? I grabbed the mic when I was 13, when being 40G meant everything to me. Back in the day, I used to play rough and tough with the boys, double dutch with the boys, cause I knew I had the stuff. I could never get enough. Tomboy by day, but the lady always. The streets knew me better as phone. The streets knew me better as phone. I never slowed down, I never slowed up. Right in the middle with the boys, learning how to be tough. Back in the day, I used to play, nothing got in my way. Whether I caught a drug charge or a victim of rape, my boys made sure that I was doing okay. They never brought me down, only pushed me up. LC believed in me when I was just a pup. Trey, 5'8", waist is 34 C. I got a 36 chest with 2 cups of C. My hips are luscious if you could touch this. My thighs measure fit 26 inch. I come from a place real deep, you can't tell. Like the little girl in the ring looking up from the well. See, my values, morals, and sex are so tight. Don't be thinking I give it away for just one night. I'm true in everything I do, the streets taught me that. My man knows I don't give away his kitty cat. Back in the day, I used to play rough and tough with the boys, double dutch with the boys, cause I knew I had the stuff. I could never get enough. Tomboy by day, but the lady always. The streets knew me better as phone. The streets knew me better as phone. F-R-E-E with my style. You don't know me, so best stop for a while. Grab a Q-tip, boy, and clean out your ears. Open up your mind, and then release your fears. Now don't get scared, because it had to happen. Time was right, track T, tight tracks, and I'm rapping. He couldn't find better, now you know he looks. We're dishing it up, just like some 5-star cooks. No problem running straight lines, I'll pass it like a rug. Why you wanna step to me? You know you get took. I hate to admit it, but I just did it. Take a second, listen, MCs. I know you get it. About my mind, I got a mentality. You will not find no other girls are like me. I keep my thoughts positive, that's how I live. Just me, being me, I'm so intrepid, fearless. I'm so intrepid, courageous. Back in the day, I used to play rough and tough with the boys, double dutch with the boys. I knew I had the stuff. I could never get enough. Tomboy by day, but the lady always. The streets knew me better as Foday, Foday. The streets knew me better as Foday, Foday. MC Sprite is born. Little 40 ounce. Back in the day, I used to play rough and tough with the boys, double dutch with the boys, making noise.
Okay, ooh-wee. One of my favorites, like I said, shout out MC Sprite, the MC. Find this one on SoundCloud, link below. One of my, yes, yeah, that's why, shout out Just Mike Fresher, shout out Canada, shout out Sprite, shout out Green Bay. Yeah, if this didn't bring you back to the 90s, I don't know what's going to. But that was like this Missy Elliott vibe, and I was all in. The tracks that she produced today, check it out yourself. A Homage featuring Ty the Tyrant. You can catch that on YouTube as well, on YouTube. But speaking of Ty the Tyrant, Ty the Tyrant is a artist that Sprite manages. He's on the track with called Homage. You guys can check that out on YouTube.